Welcome back to the Iconic Wealth for Women podcast show. This is Kylie, and I'm here today to talk about, are you missing the one trick that can help you grow or start a business really fast? So one of the things I love to talk about is having a foundation in your business, because the one process I'm going to teach you today can actually help you scale a business to 6 or 7 figures very, very fast, because it makes it less complicated. One thing I hear a lot when people are talking about growing their businesses, when they're thinking about getting established as maybe a coach or a service-based type professional, that they struggle because they try and make things too complicated. So they try and have offers for different things. They might have different programs. They want to create 3 or 4 different packages for different people. And it gets so confusing. So when I learned this technique, I scaled my business much faster. And I want to share with you today how a signature system or a methodology or something like that, whatever you want to call it, can really increase your impact. Because the fact is, today, in such a fast-paced world, such as coaching or service-based businesses, we play such an integral role with people's lives, but they come to us because they want a result on something. So basically what they're doing is, when they want to hire a coach or they want to come to a professional, what they're really looking for is they're looking for you to solve a problem for them. So they're ideally looking for a resolution or an end result in relation to moving them from where they are now to where they want to be in the future. So they come to you to fast track that success. They don't want to wait years. They don't want to find out for themselves. They don't want to spend hours Googling on, watching YouTube videos and trying to learn it themselves. When they come to you as a coach or a service-based type professional, what they're looking for is you to effectively fast track their end result in some way, shape or form, whether that's saving them time, whether that's saving them money. It might save them from mistakes that people made or even yourself have made, so that they don't make them over and again. So, and it also is that it gives you an opportunity and a way to stand out from the crowd. So when you think about it, if you've got 2 business coaches, for example, how do you differentiate them? How do you know whether they're the ones that can really solve your problem for you? How do you know that they're the expert that you're looking for? And with your own signature system or methodology, it's another way of calling it. I call it signature system because it's your process for taking someone through the transformation that they want to get. How do they know if that helps you to stand out from the crowd? So what is a signature system? Well, the thing is, it's just a unique step-by-step process. Now, this doesn't also mean a cookie cutter approach. So a lot of people get confused that you can have a system and a process, but that doesn't mean it's a cookie cutter approach for your clients, because that's not actually the case. What a system or a process does is it helps them go through a step-by-step process to find and develop themselves in a way that works for them. So for example, I have a signature system. It's simply 4 P's. You plan, you package, you promote, and profit. Now, someone could come to me and they want to plan out a membership site. Great, we're going to build that. Then we can figure out how to package it. Then we know how to go out and promote it. Then you can create profits and look at how you can scale with your own strengths. Someone else might come to me and they want to create a high ticket program. Brilliant. I'll go through the same process with them, but the outcome will be different for the people that I work with. But I have a step-by-step process. It's proven. I've done it over and over again with launches, and it's my proven method to take you from idea and concept right through to launching and getting your first quality clients. So that is what a system is. So you can think about it from the very, very basic level of teaching someone how to swim. And I quite often use this as an example. What are the steps they need to go through to learn and be a confident swimmer? So the first thing they might need to learn is just how to feel comfortable in the water. Do they need to be able to float? Do they need to, a lot of people teach you to lay on your back and get comfortable in the water. Then you might need to start to learn how to breathe in the water. So how can you get your head underwater and comfortably be in the water? Then you quite often go on to dog paddle or paddling with a paddle board. And that's the first thing. It gets your system going, so you get your legs working in the right way. Then you can start to add the stroke to it. So do you want to learn how to do breaststroke? Are you learning how to do overarm? So basically you're taking them through a series of step-by-step process to get them from not being a swimmer to being a competent swimmer. And that's what I want to think about in your business. What is your signature system in your business? And do you have one? And a lot of people say to me, oh, Kylie, every client I work with is different, so I don't have one. And that is rubbish, because what you're doing with your clients is probably repetitive. You may just not know that you're actually doing it yet. So I want you to start to think about that. Do you have a signature program? Do you have a signature methodology? And the reason being, the power of having a signature process is a couple of things. Firstly, it establishes you as a unique value proposition. So by creating your signature system, you're actually differentiating your value from your competitors. So if you're a therapist and you have your own process, it takes you out of this trading session by session type marketing. And it allows you to elevate above your competitors. So creating a new value proposition. And again, remember, people are coming to you because they want an end result. So we're going to talk about how to create one in future episodes. And I'm going to go through some really good examples with you. But with this, I just want you to get thinking about why you want one. So have a value proposition, understand it. It allows you to potentially raise your prices. Now, you don't have to raise your prices. I am a bit of a high ticket girl because I like to work with less clients and I like to be more hands-on. But you don't have to do that. But it does allow you to normally raise your prices. So a lot of people will go from, maybe £100 a session to $1,000 package or a $2,000 package, something like that. But when you package your knowledge and skills in a structured and comprehensive way, it means you can charge some premium prices for it, as long as you can get them the transformation and the outcome that they truly desire. So it's about creating a proven process for your clients. The other thing it allows you to do is obviously scale your business. So with a signature system, the benefit of it is it allows you to stop trading all your time for money. By having a well-defined system, you can delegate tasks, you can potentially automate processes, you can create digital products out of it, and you can start to generate some of this passive income as well. It obviously helps you enhance your clients' results. They can see a clear roadmap through. So one of the most common things that I help clients do is gain clarity of what they want to do and fast track the end result they get by sticking to a simple process. A lot of confusion happens in the marketplace when you're trying to grow a business because of shiny object. We were talking about it the other day, where it's very easy to do one thing once, get a result, and then you move on to something else. And that's what I call the shiny object syndrome, because what happens is you see someone else doing something and you think, oh, I have to now start doing that. Instead of working on the process you've just done, improving it and making it better and increasing it. And I see this a lot. Like, you might run a online challenge, for example. It goes pretty well. You get some clients, you get some signups, and but then you never do it again. You never run the challenge again. And that's crazy. It's like, no, now you've done it once. Look at it and go, okay, what worked? What didn't work? And do I just need some more numbers? Can I get in front of a bigger audience with it? Like, what do I have to do next to improve on it? And some of the biggest players improve on their signature system. So Marie Forleo is one of the biggest ones that stands out here for me. She's been one of my kind of idols in relation to this process, because, she built B School years ago. Had, I think, her first 10 or 15 people through it, and now it's a multi-million-dollar machine. But basically what she did was she took one system and one process and improved on it every year. She takes into account all the feedback she gets from her clients throughout the year. She looks at where the market's shifted and changed, and then she does an update every year on her program to make it better. And she also then started to bring in affiliate partners, which took her then from going from 1 million to 4 or 5 million very, very fast, because she had a system and a process other people could then also sell. And she gave away 50% of the profits to those other people selling her program. It's one of the fastest growing affiliates still ever. But that's what having a signature system can do, because you've then got a well-crafted proposal for someone else to do. So it helps you attract in high quality clients because it makes you unique. It makes your value proposition very unique. It allows you to simplify complex ideas and make them into digestible steps for your clients. It makes it easier for them to grasp your process. It sets you apart, like we've said. It talks about it from competitors by highlighting your distinctive expertise, and the way that you deliver it might be different. The things that you can add into it make it unique to you. It helps you streamline your services. That's one of the biggest things I got stuck on in my business when I was growing, was I was trying to work with everyone and helping everyone do lots of different things. I was building funnels, I was creating courses, I was brainstorming lead magnets, things like that. And by getting into the process, going, look, I just want to be a launch specialist. I want to take someone's idea out of their head, create it into a package, and then teach them how to sell it. And by doing that, I created one system and one process that I now have a couple of different levels of offer around. So I have my done with you services. Then I have my new group program. I'm also now turning it into a do-it-yourself product as well, so people can go through it themselves if they want to. So it's the same process. It's just different levels of servicing at different times. So what can you do with a signature system once you have one? So this is what I love, is once you have a signature system available, the first thing you can do is you can use it in your marketing. So when you're doing a marketing presentation or you're speaking, you can use your system to demonstrate you have a process to help people. It's a very big, powerful tool. Think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs has been around forever because it's a model, it's a methodology that people remember, they can quote, and they can use it over and over again. So that's the first way you can use your signature system. The second way is obviously to develop your services. So you could develop a coaching program around it, put the community behind it, some accountability. It helps them go through the process. Like I said, you can have a done for you service like I do, where I have a done with you service where I help them go and implement what they do. We help them fast track their end result. You can turn it into a book. So I've actually just finished mine. I'm about to get it published very shortly. And I should have done this a long time ago. So don't wait to do your book like I did. It took me too long to do it. For some reason, I had a publication block. I'm very honest about that. I never used to enjoy writing, as my English teacher used to tell me how awkward I was. So it took me a long time to publish something. But use it to turn it into your book. So one of my clients, Stephanie Taylor from Rent to Rent Success, has done that very effectively and in a very short space of time. And she uses her book to show people the system that she then teaches in her program. So again, it brings you in high quality clients and puts you in demand. It also helps you get speaking gigs, podcast interviews, things like that. And like I said, you can use it in a lead magnet as well. You could create it into a simple infographics, work very well. You could turn it into an educational video, some sort of report. So again, you can use your system to create the assets you need to then sell your clients into their business. Like I said, presenting and speaking is really important. You can do it for that as well. So this is the key foundation potentially to your successful coaching or service businesses. So if you're thinking about growing your wealth and starting a business, or developing an online program or an online business as part of your wealth formula, then doing a signature program can really help you scale faster. It allows you to fast track your success because you know what you're known for. You get known for that in your industry. And it doesn't have to be forever. So a couple of myths to bust here is that a signature system doesn't have to be forever. It could be for the first year or two. There's a really famous guy that talks about the power of 5-1. So it's basically one traffic source, one product and service, one end result, one there's one more in there, I can't remember what it is, for basically 1 year can take you to 7 figures. So Google the Power of 5 ones. It's really powerful. But again, because you get known as the expert in your industry for solving a problem. So that's what a signature system does. It empowers you to share your knowledge effectively. It boosts your reputation. It can create opportunities, like I said, to transform your expertise into various formats. And it's a strategic investment in your professional success. So hopefully that's kind of helped you. Why, if you might hear me sometimes talk about having a signature system, but really it's the foundation. I think it's the crux of the foundation of what makes a really successful online business, because it allows you to then generate that out from there. Once you have one, of course, once you've got that working, you've got the system in place to grow it, you know when you're launching it, there's nothing stopping you then creating another one to add to that or to take your clients on the next journey with them. So what happens after that signature system? You can definitely do that, but ideally articulate one first. You can make your first million with one product or program. And I know that because my clients have done it. So again, just to keep you focused and streamline, it makes life so much easier. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. Like I said, always do make sure that you subscribe below, share with someone else that you think needs to hear this podcast. Like I said, on the podcast, we talk about different ways of generating long-term and short-term wealth. And our goal is to inspire you to take action to create the life that you truly desire. So I'll see you on the next episode of Iconic Wealth for Women. Bye for now.